right, it is September 6th, 2025, opening day here in Montana for archery, deer and elk. Heading out to a spot that I've been looking at this summer. There's a pretty nice whitetail buck there that I nicknamed White Trash. Gonna see if we can't put him down. He spends a lot of time on private, but who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. So good luck to you if you're getting out today, and we'll see what happens. Sweet, good start to the season. Well, got a nice picture of a buck last night on camera here, but that was back there a little ways. I'm gonna not sit over that tonight. I hope that's not a mistake, but I want to go back to where I've been seeing this nice buck, so we're after him. But did get a good big pick of a buck on camera, so that's cool. Got settled into my spot here. It's blazing hot out right now, but it's gonna cool down quick. I don't have much for a shooting lane around here. There's a really nice trail, covered in thick cover right here. So any of my shots on this side are gonna be 20 yards or closer. I've also got just over this creek here, all this to shoot at. And I've been seeing this buck hang right along this fence line when he's coming out of the brush and going to ag at night. So I'm just hoping that he's using this real thick cover and using these tight windowed trails to work his way out there, but we'll see. Well, that wraps up the opening day here in Montana. Had a pretty good day. Had some does and fawns in range. Saw some good bucks, just not close enough. We didn't see the one we were after, but I'm sure he's sticking around here somewhere. So we're gonna be back to try and find him at some point. Just not sure when. They're going through there. It's just a matter of catching them, but excited to see what this year brings. That scared the shit out of me. Biggie Smalls. Well, it's mid-September now. Pretty crazy. It's a Wednesday night. I'm going out after work to that place I hunted the first week of the season. Opener, actually. Been out elk hunting a little bit, but getting out for a deer here on a quick night hunt, so we'll see what we can get into. Hoping that same buck is still lurking around here somewhere. Maybe we could take a doe if we get a real good shot, but just looking forward to being out. Leaves are starting to turn, starting to cool down. Bit of a different spot tonight. Check the cam, see what's been going by, and we'll go from there. So hoping we can put something on the ground tonight. We'll see. I'm gonna sit tight here. I'm gonna have to stay alert because anything I have a shot at is gonna be pretty close, so we'll see what happens. Real calm out tonight. Need to stay on my toes. Decent 8-point come by, 4x4. Could have shot him if I really wanted to, but he's pretty spindly, not that big, really, and it's early in the season, so. Pretty cool to see, though. Had him at about 25 yards broadside. Came in from my left. Just as I expected, some deer would. Kind of maybe saw me, didn't know what was up. Circled back around. Tried to get my wind back here. So, and he just walked off, across the river. And he's heading to get some grub. So, I'm gonna sit tight here. Still got a little bit of light left. It's prime time. Well, that's all she wrote for tonight. Saw that nice, pretty decent 8-point buck, so that was cool. Had him into about 25 yards or so. Pretty sure I have him on camera, but I'll have to double check. That was fun. Catch you soon. Well, it's the next day. I'm coming into the same spot that I was at last night. Gonna see what I can get into tonight. Had a good encounter with a buck last night. Gonna set up a little bit different tonight. I was getting picked off a little bit by some deer right at last light, so gonna slip in there, get settled down. Got a couple hours till dark. Just gonna be real quick sit here, but we'll see what we can get into. Well, just got set up in our spot. We're not far from where we were
last night were just playing the wind a little better, and I think I've got more stuff around me to help me blend in. I've also got a chair so I don't fidget so much. Was creeping in. It's windy enough that sound must have covered me. I spotted a doe about 30 yards in the brush, just feeding. So that's a good sign. I didn't really bump anything getting in here, but check the trail camera. Had a nice buck in here early this morning. Nice 8-point. So if he decides to do what he did this morning, if he does that tonight, he could be in trouble. He's a nice one. That's gonna do it for tonight. Man, these deer just really sneak up on you in here. I had a spike come to about 30 yards there right at last light, and right before that I had a doe run right in. Didn't really have time or anything to get ready, and she just kind of surprised me, caught me getting my bow. She was already in my lane, so most ideal thing for this spot, I think, is a tree stand, so I'm going to keep that in my mind for the future, but overall, pretty good night. Also had a deer sneak up right behind me, like maybe 5 yards, so not sure what it was, but spotted some pretty good bucks out in the field heading to ag that were already on private, but I know they spend time in here. I get pictures of them, and I'm gonna get packed up and get going. Back out of here again on the public ground this morning. It's the morning of September 26th. Fall is in the air. Got in here at a good time this morning. Got in here pretty early. There was someone else that was hunting in here as well, but they went the other way. But just right now at daylight, I had someone with a bow cross right in front of me. Looks like they're heading just north of me here, maybe. So it's just the joys of public land. But there's a lot of deer in here. I feel like I'm in a good spot this morning. I got the wind right, so we'll see what happens. Really slow morning so far. Not too long ago, I definitely heard a deer cross the river behind me, but never saw it. Here, moving around. Got a picture of a couple good bucks, but it's definitely slowed down. But that's just something you gotta expect, right?
Morning. Not much action. More hunters than deer, but hey, that's all part of it. So I'm not sure I'm gonna see much of that spot until maybe muzzleloader season comes in. I'd like to check that out during muzzleloader season when a lot of the people are kind of hanging it up for the season, and maybe I'll hunt it another time in archery, maybe rifle, but other than that, I think I'm gonna hit that during flintlock because I think it's gonna be a good spot during the late season, so we'll see. But you know, there's good bucks in there. Got some pictures of some still, you know, nighttime movement, but they're around. Just gotta connect on one eventually, so we'll keep trying.